I guess what keeps you working? Like, is it a future vision? Is it just? I mean,
I don't know. I guess you're always trying to push yourself, always trying to sort of better yourself, and as you see, you can see your own progression. So you kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what drives it.
Bebop, artist, bebop, artist, bebop.
all right. So the wrestling world is something adored by many. Some of us go so far as to immortalize the over the top, larger than life characters. And one of the, I would say, more prolific people to do that I've seen in social media is Sam Evans, who's here today from his studio to talk about wrestling art. How are you, sir?
Yeah, really good. How you going?
Good, man. First off, tell everybody where they can find your work.
Sam Evans Art on Instagram.
And then
And Sam
you have a
Evans
Facebook
Wrestling.
page as well. So Sam Evans Wrestling Art on Facebook.
Yeah.
Awesome. What I guess I'm just curious about the process of people putting their art out there. Was Instagram the first place you put your art? And was when you started this series, because it's been about 3 years that you've been
Yeah.
working in the genre. What
Yeah.
like what was the first painting, and what made you put it out there? Because um, having a little knowledge of you, it wasn't like you had this plan to become Mr. Wrestling Art, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, just I did an 80s painting with a whole bunch of different scenes in it. And yeah, just had one with Macho, one with Andre versus Hogan. And then yeah, it just went from there. I just put it out on Instagram and got a bunch of support from a couple of pages on there, WWF, the Federation years, and 80s wrestling. Those pages put my art out there. So yeah,
So was that immediate? Like you say that was your first
I
post, and then
yeah, I would kind of send my art to them as well. Send my art out to everybody who was kind of in the wrestling old school community, and yeah, off it took from there.
okay, so you had a little bit of a strategy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay. But
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, was it
mold.
your? I guess what I'm asking is like, was it your intention? Like, I want to sell these, or were you just doing it because you like wrestling?
Yeah, it was more just that because I
Yeah.
wasn't selling anything back then.
So
I
you
mean,
were. No, it's that's cool because you were just a fan of the genre. You
yeah,
know, like as I say, we immortalize these guys or gals, and you were just sending them to these because those accounts have big followings, but you were just sending
yeah.
them as a fan of the genre.
They,
That's well, that's really cool actually, because that's such an organic, cool, good thing that happened to you. Because
there's not really that much sort of old school content, really. Most of
yeah,
the like a lot of the wrestling art sort of focuses on all the new era, and
yeah,
yeah, I don't really watch the new era.
me neither. I don't understand it.
Yeah, the only stuff I've watched was the new NWA, Billy Corgan's NWA, which I
yeah,
found that quite entertaining.
yeah.
Yeah,
It,
that's the only I watch now, and old school.
yeah. It well, it's pretty interesting. Like the kind of wrestling in general, like I read a lot of wrestler biographies. One of them was Big Van Vader's.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch him?
I think I kind of miss his era.
Yeah. Well, that's what I like about the WWE like network. Do you have that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
What's that?
I don't have it.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Yeah, I'm a little
I'll
addicted to it.
stop saying that.
What's that?
I'll probably get shot by the wrestling fans for saying that, but yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, if you don't, I guess you do watch wrestling. You just watch it on YouTube or something.
Exactly.
Okay, so if fans of Sam Evans' art is out there and they want to buy him a WWE Network subscription, that's on the wish list. So I think you'd really enjoy it.
As long as we got the old school stuff, but I think they cut all Jesse Ventura's commentary out of it.
Is that
That's
right?
kind of the best part. Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't realize
All the
that.
main event and all that. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't give him the license. That's what I heard anyway. And that would be a reason for me not to.
Yeah, well, because it's pretty cool. It's a database, and I thought for sure you would have it because as far as source material, getting all those matches, especially some of the early work I saw of yours was like this kind of like if it was a screen grab, but it was made in painting, which is what made it.
I've got a really big pile of old WWF magazines.
Okay.
That was my main source material.
Yeah, very cool. Like, but yeah, I guess what I was saying about Vader is he was just talking about giving advice to a younger wrestler, and just how the times change and the style change, and even us watching like today's product does not make as much sense. I think the era that you're particularly painting from was very cartoon like. In fact, it had a cartoon. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan's right.
Hulk Hogan's.
Yeah.
But and I guess that was kind of the transition, because I guess when I first started watching it as a kid was here in Texas. I'd moved from Chicago, and it was the Von Erichs around here and different like mid South, but those guys would just get on there and they were angry, and I believe that they were angry. But once it got to the like past WrestleMania 1, it started. Those guys were still believable. They still had traces of like, man, I believe that King Kong Bundy is going to try to destroy Hulk Hogan. Like the way he delivered it was believable because they were still from the territories, and so although like what you're painting from had this hyperbole, like overinflated, nonsensical thing to it, their acting was just so great.
It really was.
That is the thing I enjoy about your paintings the most is I think you really capture that. You have some paintings there, I think, with the glitter. Can you hold those up? Yeah. So yeah, Ric Flair with the and I've seen pictures of this online, but it doesn't do it justice. Even through the zoom camera, just the glittery and the it seems like it has a good texture on it.
Yeah, it's got feathers on it as well.
Feathers.
I don't know. I'll put it away.
Yeah, no, that's great. And adding real, like, you can touch, Macho Man with the glitter on his boa. Is it a boa or that was his robe?
That's just his Mega Powers jacket.
There we go. But yeah, it was a
This is
glamorous
one of
time.
the little ones I did.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think I've seen pictures of that, but wow. So as far, do you only do the originals or do you sell prints?
Oh no, just originals.
Yeah. Cool.
Because I ship to the US, I don't think the cost of postage, people don't really want to pay that with prints. So, yeah, it's just the originals.
Yeah.
I've thought about it. To get a fine art print done and the cost of that as well, it's too much. It blows out.
Yeah, I came from a photography background and I just got tired of all that because there is overhead on that and there is
Yeah.
to me it's just a pain, so I only do originals as well.
Yeah.
I'll do works
go.
on paper, all types of stuff, but yeah. That might be something. I don't know if have you done works on paper or do you only work canvas?
I've explored it a little bit, but canvas and paints are pretty much my thing. Like when I've tried with textures or Sharpies or whatever, just no good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just,
the ones I've done like that, I just throw them in with other paintings as a freebie sort of thing. When people buy stuff, I just throw them in.
yeah. Well, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's well, you're branching out into mixed media. I mean, you're putting the feathers on. That I love that. I'd love to see more of that.
Yeah.
That in general is just fun. Is gluing things to a canvas.
Yeah. It's the paint that holds it on there. Just the paint. Yeah, but yeah, they come out really good. I like making those ones.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, the evolution of making it. I guess. Do you ever get? You take commissions. Like, how heavy are the commissions? Do you ever get burned out on that?
Yeah, well, that's kind of where I was sort of a week ago. That's why I've started this new thing behind me.
Okay.
Because it was like, yeah, where you're just working, trying to make everything perfect. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I enjoy making them, of course, but
Yeah. Well, do you think? Because I feel it when it's a commission. I don't feel it as much working within a genre, but
yeah,
there is that extra level of like I would say tension, like apprehension. Are they gonna, because they are commissioning it? It's like, are they going to like it? Versus, I'm just painting Hulk Hogan, man.
yeah.
That's something you experience as well.
Yeah, like when people like there's a pressure with a commission, and yeah, I mean, yeah. What's that?
I lost you there for a second. I think our geographical distance is working against us a little today, but no, we were talking about the added pressure of a commission versus just doing what you want.
Yeah.
Something I started doing recently is I'll put out these little videos and I'll encourage people to say what they want to or comment what they want to see, and then I'll do it without that pressure. I think I'm trying to circumvent, like, hey, make me this, and then it's weird because we paint this stuff all the time, and and usually it's
Yeah.
not a problem, right?
It's easy.
But then,
I had one guy, and he sent me a message, said just paint the Ultimate Warrior, but do it how you want to do it, your style. Throw the paint at the canvas, do it that crazy style that you do it however you want. That's a perfect commission for me.
yeah, that is. But even
You
then,
don't
like
get all like that though, are they?
yeah, even then, sometimes I feel like I'll do something and I'm like, man, did I take that too far? For me, sometimes I'll go too abstract. Like
Yeah.
it'll just be lines and stuff. And I very timidly push that back to them. And I've never had issue, but still it's I think it's a hazard of the job. So I'm gonna backtrack to I think your story of how you messaged people with your work is really interesting. Do you still do that, or
Oh
at
yeah.
this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Chris Van Vliet?
No.
He does interviews and podcasts with wrestlers.
Okay.
Yeah, I messaged him and sent him a painting because it always helps when people sort of put your work out there.
Yeah.
Same David Arquette. I messaged him, sent him a painting.
Yeah. And did
Yeah.
David respond?
Yeah. He sent me his address and I sent him a painting. And he's really cool.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I mean, part of this podcast is I just I like sharing information like that. You know,
Yeah.
so there's different ways, like whatever genre you're working in, to and that I mean that like what you described seems, I guess, a little obvious, but probably something like I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Well,
I
it really
just work.
helped.
Yeah, I just work on putting the stuff out there, but that's actually kind of genius. Yeah. Who knew? Well, you learn something new every day. I guess what keeps you working? Like, is it a future vision? Is it just? I mean,
I don't know. I guess you're always trying to push yourself, always trying to sort of better yourself, and as you see, you can see your own progression. So you kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what drives it. It's like an addiction, I guess.
But working within the genre, I mean, from as a viewer looking at you making art, I don't see, because you talked a little bit about feeling the pressure of commissions and working that way, but I don't see you, and I don't know if burnout's a bad word for that, but I mean, maybe a little bit, like just getting wear and tear from that. But I don't see you getting wear and tear from the actual genre. Like,
No,
I guess I feel a kinship with, like man, this is a fan. And like I started these little 5x7 faces at the beginning of this year, and they're just close-ups. And when I first made them, I thought, man, these aren't going to sell. I'm just going to collect my own work. And then I thought about that, and I was like, well, crap, I'll have like thousands of little wrestler faces.
Yeah.
I don't have a wife to nag at me about this. I could just put these up in my house. And I'm like, I'm okay with that because I have other work that I sell, and I'm okay with that. But then the first week I put them out, I sold like 10 of them. And so
Awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome because I was like,
They're really
and then,
good. I love the
yeah.
Junkyard Dog one you did. I love
Oh,
all of them. They're
oh,
amazing.
thank
And you
you.
can see, when you look at them, you know exactly who they are as soon as you look at them.
Well, that's the thing. Like, these are such, like, talk about characters, wrestlers. I think whether you know who that is or not, just looking at their faces, um, you can see that wrestling kind of carnival existence in all of them. And it's so intriguing. But yeah, to me, I started that series and it was cool selling 10, but even if I didn't, I think I will do that series until I die. Because
There's
even if
literally a never-ending amount of guys as well.
yeah, yeah, because even
Like I'm I'm filling this canvas with them, and it's never ending. You know.
yeah. So the canvas behind Sam is well, set up the scene
Right.
for us because we do a video version, but there's also people listening, so as much description as we can get here.
Okay, it's just a big ring with lots of wrestlers from the '80s in it. And it's kind of in progress at the moment, but we've got heaps of them there.
So who all is in there?
Uh, we've got Heenan in the corner with King Kong Bundy, Haku, Big John Studd, Mr. Perfect, Genius, Coco Beware, George Animal Steel, Moondog Spot.
Moondog Spot.
I've got a soft spot for Moondog.
Man, I did a portrait of his and it sold so quickly. That cracked me up because I didn't think
Yeah,
anybody would know who that was.
came to Australia and I just remember him for some reason. But uh, yeah, I got Andre the Giant up here taking a dump on Bad News Bro.
Yeah. That was something you said you had seen in the Bad News Brown shoot interview. So
Yeah,
shoot interviews where a wrestler just kind of tells it all, or depending on how much they paid him.
yeah. So that one. And then I got all these positive messages from people because everybody loves a bit of shit for some reason.
Everybody loves poop, and but I think everybody enjoys a good Andre the Giant poop story. So
Oh yeah, I got Hacksaw and Sheik over here as well, having a little smoke and a
yeah,
few drinks.
being friends, like
Yeah,
not like the
yeah,
infamous car drive that shocked the wrestling fan world.
ex-
I it's so funny that made the news because I remember being a kid and yeah, Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Iron Sheik arrested together.
I heard about it in Australia, but we heard about it here. And I was a little kid, and I was so upset.
Yeah, for me it was all the naysayers. You see, I told you that was fake. It's like,
I think that's missing from wrestling nowadays is cocaine and steroids.
well, yeah, that's like the steroid era in baseball. I really
Yeah,
liked it. I mean, it was the big show, man.
yeah. I think they should just let them have what they want for the purpose of entertainment.
Yeah, for the well, that that is what made it so unique was because there was the era before, we'll say pre WrestleMania, but when it went into this other era, all of a sudden these people were like celebrities,
Yeah,
and that wasn't as much the case before then. You know, there some of them
Yeah.
were, but not in general. You know, nothing like that. Not
It was the rock and roll wrestling connection when Cyndi Lauper kind of got involved.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's when it kind of just exploded.
Yeah, when he started introducing, you know, even because yeah, all types of celebrities would show up to the
Yeah.
WrestleMania thing and get involved, and then yeah, Cyndi Lauper, I think, produced one of the videos or some of the videos that they would put out. Do you remember those?
I remember the songs.
Yeah,
Like I had the wrestling album on a cassette.
I was not that lucky. I didn't have the cassette, but
It was pretty special.
but man, did I soak it up on television as much as I could. Oh man. All right. Well, let the people know one more time where to find your artwork.
Sam Evans Art on Instagram. And Sam Evans Wrestling Art on Facebook.
All right. And then I don't know if we talked about the wish list, but Sam Evans needs the WWE network. So if you want to buy him a subscription, feel free to message him.
But it's got to have Ventura commentary.
Well, or else he's boycotting it. No,
Yeah,
well, I'm going to send it straight to McMahon, I think, and see what he says. I'm going to use your tactic, and no, because I think if you had that database of wrestling, I think you might find other eras, and it would affect the work that you do. But I love the work. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Keep making it, and I'll see you out there. So, and yeah, I wish you all the success in the world. All right, man. Well, thank you, man.
Same to you.
See you next time.
Bebop.